question that we have today for Chris Kehler, our guest of the day. And during this show, we're going to listen to Chris as he performs his energy healing to those practitioners that are so dear for Charlottesville. We want to welcome our favorite holistic Canadian practitioner, Chris Kehler. Once again, Chris will amaze our callers and listeners with his outstanding ability to use remote energy healing and his intuitively work with modalities such as dowsing, metaphysical tools, radionics, and quantum touch. During this show, Chris will follow a protocol similar to this. He will start by using the pendulum and chart methods of finding the areas that the illness is. He will find what stressors are causing the illness or the blockage. He will perform his energy work, and he will be using all of the tools that he has invented or brought into light, and he will not neutralize the stressors in that particular area. If you want Chris to work on you, please contact him and go to his website, www.chriskeller.net. His last name is K-E-H. He works the same in person as in remote. So now, please welcome Chris to the show.
Hi, Claudia. How are you doing today?
I'm so happy to have you back, Chris. I love when you come to Charlottesville, and I love the way that you work.
Well, you know what? Doing your show is very unique because I like what you do with bringing in certain guests. I remember the time you brought in people who were skeptics, and we changed all their minds in just a few minutes. So I'm looking forward to this show. Now, the concept of the healer themselves having problems is not all unheard of. Probably a good 50% of all of my clients worldwide are people who do energy work, who do healing, who do light work on certain levels. And there's a lot of people who do bring in the negative energy that they're clearing out. Quite often, I do work once a month on one particular person to do clearings on them so they can keep on doing their work at a very high level.
And you know, Chris, in particular, these people that I'm bringing to your show, they are just so much heart energy in them, and they are always so eager to help others that when you ask me, bring someone that will need my healing, I was like, of course I know people. Of course they'll be happy to have for once to be in the receiving, because it's so hard for us to receive and to accept help.
It certainly can be, especially when your focus is on helping humanity and the people coming towards you. We tend to put our own well-being aside on occasion. I call it the carpenter's house scenario, where the carpenter fixes everyone's house, but his house is falling down. So this is a very good opportunity for these healers to get a little leg up, if you will.
Well, that's great. So let's start with Omi. She's calling from South Carolina, and I want to welcome Omi to the show. Thank you for being here, Omi.
Hey, thank you, Claudia, for inviting me. Hi, Chris, as well.
Hi, Omi. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you. So exciting.
Why don't we get started by just maybe giving me a few little symptoms or some issues that are concerning you right now?
Okay, well, generally, I'm normally in good health, but I did fall quite sick in January. And the symptom I had, it first started off with my face swelling in a very bad. Was hospitalized twice. My skin had broken out in a really bad rash, and my face was swollen. And I went to hospital twice. The swelling went down. It took about a month to go down, but the rashing on my body has more or less gone down, but it's still there, and my energy levels have been low. It's getting back. So this has been going on since January.
Okay, let's ask the pendulum. Now, when I'm working with my pendulum, I'm working with my future self, That is where I'm getting my answers from. And what I've done is I've sent and directed my future self to go to the Star of Atlantis. And this is before the fall of Atlantis. So there's a lot of clarity, a lot of knowledge of what is going on within humanity. So let's ask for Omi, what problem do we need to work on? And my pendulum is going to spell it out, and it's spelling out that the problem is within her soul. And we are going to remove. So, Omi, you have got Lucifer within your soul, okay? This is something that I do find, don't worry about it, okay? If I can find it, I can get rid of it. Lucifer is something I do remove from people on a daily basis. I remove Satan from people on a daily basis, and it's just a very low level of negative energy and consciousness. So why don't we get that out? We're going to remove Lucifer from your soul, then we're going to do a soul connection, which is going to connect it to the true love and light outside of this time matrix that we all live in. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Now, as I do this, you may feel a tingle, an upliftment, some clarity happening within you. Here we go. Let's get rid of Lucifer from Omi's soul. Use the true love and light. Cut all cords, connections, and cast out Lucifer from Omi's soul. Send him to ether, please. And there goes Lucifer. How did that feel?
There was something, I can't put it in words though.
A bit of an upliftment, you felt that something had left.
Like something was traveling.
Okay, very good. What do we now need to do for Omi, please? So we are going to say, okay, let's connect your soul up to the true love and light. You're going to like this. This is very nice. Within Omi, soul true. Soul true, please. Soul true. So your soul is now connecting up to the true love and light. Let's ask some more questions. What question is now optimal for Omi? Let me know when you feel a little bit of upliftment happening. What question is optimal for Omi? So we're going to ask, where is the most congestion within Omi's body? And that is within your skin. So let's get right down to the problem. What is causing congestion within Omi's skin? So give me 1 second to find this. This is a parasite. Anytime that there's some kind of demonic present, there's going to be a parasite. So let's find out what type of parasite. It can be either a worm parasite or a single-celled parasite. What is the parasite within Omi's skin, please? And this is a nasty little single-cell parasite called Leishmania americana. You can see them within a live blood analysis. Tiny little critters that like devour and eat everything within your body. Let's get rid of them, shall we? Here we go. Mobilize all Leishmania parasites from Omi's skin. Completely mobilize all Leishmania single-cell parasites from Omi's skin. Okay, now we're going to neutralize all of the toxins and debris left behind. That is now gone. How are you feeling? Do you notice any kind of changes?
My skin started tingling.
That is a perfect sign that the energy is getting in and we are making some changes.
Mm-hmm.
For most people, anytime that there's a skin problem, there's going to be a few different things to look for. Parasites, number one. Also, herpes zoster or shingles is a very big contributor. But you always need to find the energetic problem. In this case was Lucifer, bringing in some witchcraft spells and some shamanic spells. So let's do one more.
Mm-hmm.
Lift and delete all shamanic spells within Omi's entire body, within the soul, consciousness, entire body. So those are now lifted. So everything should settle down now.
All right. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Do you feel a little bit lighter, as if a bit of weight has been taken off of your body?
Actually, I feel lighter around my all around my crown chakra, around my head.
Perfect.
It didn't feel heavy. I can feel a difference. I feel much lighter. Like,
yeah, when you take those heavy energies off, it sure makes a lot of difference.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're so very welcome. I'm happy to be able to help.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you, Ami, for coming to the show. And thank you, Chris. And that was awesome. And just so quickly that you can remove those entities and then bring some balance back to a person. Now, let's go with Nicole. Nicole, she is calling from Kannapolis, North Carolina.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Nicole. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Oh, never better. Never better. I'm so happy to be able to help you people. I mean, everybody is trying so much to help humanity, and they get hit. It's just a privilege for me to be able to give back to you a little bit. So what kind of symptoms, what kind of issues would you like to address?
Tinnitus and some abdominal distress.
Abdominal distress, such as cramping or nausea?
It's been more a pain, and actually, if you kind of tap in, you might be able to feel it. But it began center mass, right down the center, around the aorta, and then kind of radiated off to the left.
Okay.
And then the tinnitus, of course, is ears. It's just this constant buzzing in my head.
Okay. How long has the tinnitus been there?
About a year now.
Okay. And the abdominal discomfort?
About the same. The tinnitus actually started first, and then it went the other way. The abdominal pain started first, and then the tinnitus launched itself.
All right. What problem do we need to work on within Nicole, please? And the problem is we are going to remove. All right. From her. Okay, hold on. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. Virtual self is. And so there's two problems here, virtual self and future self. What is the future self? We're going to remove. Okay, so what you have picked up in your virtual body, this is going to sound scary, but again, it's no big deal. We're going to remove Satan from your virtual body, and within your future body, your future self, we're going to remove a being named Vashtar. And Vashtar is the best way to describe him is the lord of shamanic and witchcraft spells. Whenever he is present, these things do come in. So let's start off within your future body, and we're going to remove this Vashtar character and send him off. Now let's look quickly where within Nicole's future self is Vashtar. Where is he? Where is Vashi? Is within her. Okay. Within Nicole's soul, within her future self, cut all cords and connections with Vashtar. Send Vashtar off into ether. Okay, he was very strong in there. Let me know if you feel a bit of change, shift, or upliftment.
Yeah, I feel a shift around my solar plexus.
Okay, very good. Now let's go into the virtual self. Within Nicole's virtual self, use true love and light. Cut all cords, connections. Cast out Satan straight into ether. Okay, so you will feel a change within those areas. All right, what do we now need to do for Nicole, please? Let me know as soon as the abdomen discomfort starts to change.
I felt the energy cool a little bit, but then the pain around the spleen, pancreas started barking again.
Okay,
so.
We're going to remove. Okay. What is within the abdomen? What is the stressor within the abdomen? We might have to dig a little deeper for this one. What is within the abdomen? Okay. What is a stressor within Nicole's abdomen? Okay, and there is swelling caused by what, please? The swelling is caused by... Okay, so this is one of the 7 deadly sins, the sin of sloth. We're going to remove sloth. Completely neutralize and eliminate sloth within the abdomen. Okay, that is leaving. Let me know if that makes any differences.
It's interesting. I felt a bit happier.
Very nice. How is the tinnitus? Has that changed at all?
My head is real hot.
Okay.
I think it's changed pitch a little bit. So it's a bit soft. Wow.
Now, what is the problem causing tinnitus, please? The ringing, the buzzing. Tinnitus is caused by the... Okay, there is a parasite within her... Okay, what type of parasite is within the ears? Now, see again here, we have these demonic figures with parasites present. What is the parasite within the ears? Okay, again, we're going to remove amoeba. All right. Mobilize all amoeba, all single-cell parasites within Nicole's ears. Middle ear, inner ears. Completely remove all leishmania and amoeba, protozoa, single-cell parasites. Okay, let me know when that changes. I'm going to check one more time your abdomen. Where is the lowest level of vitality within Nicole's abdomen? It'd be different if the parasites were singing you a very nice song every day, but they're not, so they need to go.
I agree. Take a hike.
Okay, digestive system. Where is the most resistance, lowest level of vitality in Nicole's digestive system? We're going to have a look in your descending colon. That's the left side of your body. What is causing low levels of vitality in Nicole's descending colon? So is the tinnitus changing even more?
It's not unbearable anymore.
And within the descending colon is also parasites. What parasite is within the descending colon? And again, that is the same parasite. Here we go. Mobilize all single-celled parasites within the descending colon. There they go.
I felt the shift.
Very nice. what this translates to out of a spiritual issue from Satan and Vashtar and then whatever else they brought with them, it translates into a physical problem of parasites within the body. And parasites is something that is, if you go to your doctor with a specific issue and it's a parasite, they will not look for a parasite. There are some doctors, yes, who do know that parasites are a big problem, but unless they see one crawling out of your ears or your butt, they're not going to address any kind of parasite issue. So I always tell people, if you're experiencing a health problem that doesn't seem to have a fix, do a good parasite cleanse. And when you have a bowel movement, you see something in the toilet looks like rice noodles, you know that there's a parasite problem. I see this a lot within people with skin problems. As the last caller, she had a rash going on. That was parasites. So quite often, a good parasite cleanse will clear up the problem. But, of course, then you have to get rid of the spiritual component. Otherwise, the parasite's just going to come back.
Right.
So there we go. That is Nicole finished.
Thank you so much, Chris.
You're so very welcome.
Thank you so much, Nicole, and thank you, Chris, again. Chris, when you send some of the demonic entities to the ether, what happens to them?
They just get stuck there. They cannot get out. It's kind of like a holding cell or a vault for these negative energies to be kept within.
Okay, so they are happy to know that those beings will never come back to them, or they could.
See, now, that is a question I get asked a lot, is what is stopping these things from coming back? Ultimately, if you clear everything out of your body, it will not come back. If you get all of the energies along with it, if you get deep enough into the body, which is a good 15 layers deep, by using the tools that I use, it does get that deep. So it pulls the whole thing out. It just doesn't pull out half of it so that now that other half can now come back because the energy is still there. By getting rid of all the energy at all the depths of energy within the body, everything stays away. And when you do this work with the tools and you make the intent, it almost creates an immune system within your body for these things not to come back.
Wow, that's great. So, Chris, are you ready for our next caller?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, so let's welcome Adiola. And Adiola is calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Greetings, Chris.
Hi, Adola. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, what are you experiencing today?
Actually, some digestive distress as well, where I'm not, the food is not processing well in my body, so that left side of the intestines. And also in my left knee, I'll have a tightness or a weakness.
Okay, so left intestines, left knee. Now, whenever there's a lot of people who always say that everything is going wrong on the right side of my body or the left side of my body. What that can be is that a person is straddling dimensions between the second and third dimensions. The left side of the body could be in the second dimension, the right side in the third. So if you do ever see that, you have to consider the person is straddling dimensions, which is very important to know. Then it can just easily shift the person into the dimension desired. Okay, what problem do we need to work on within Adola? Did I get your name right?
No, it's Adiola.
Adiola. Oh, very sorry. What problem do we need to work on within Adiola? And the problem is, okay, she is in the second dimension. So what we're going to do is move you out of the second dimension and put you into the fifth dimension where you should be right now, okay? That's going to make things a lot easier to work on. Okay. Let's shift Adiola from the second dimension into the fifth dimension, please. Okay, so we just took you out of a bad place and put you in a good place.
That'll
you might
work.
feel as if you might feel as if somebody lifted you up and moved you over a couple inches.
That is what it felt like.
Okay, yeah, that's a dimensional shift. Okay, and a lot of people feel that they feel a little bit of a dizziness or a bit tiny wave of nausea come on, and it feels like almost you're in an elevator, and you just moved a little bit. That is a dimensional shift. What problem do we now need to work on within Adiola? And the problem is we are going to remove. It is okay. Vashtar is within her soul. All right, let's move up that guy. Use true love and light, please, to cast out Vashtar from Adiola's soul and send him into ether. Okay, he is now gone. What problem do we now need to work on within Adiola? And the problem is okay, dark sloth is within her. All right, let's clear out the left knee. Okay, let's start off. Left knee true, please. So we're going to bring in the true love and light into the left knee. Left knee true. And cast out the dark sloth from the left knee into ether. Okay, how does the left knee feel now?
I felt a tingling coming from my sole of my feet up to the knee.
Very nice. Does the knee loosen up?
Yes.
Perfect. Very nice. Okay, let's check the digestive. What is the problem within Adiola's digestive system? And the problem is greatly due to come on, where is it? Your pH is low. Okay, so your body's a little acidic. Let's see, what question is optimal for Adiola? I need to get a little deeper into that. Now, parasites in your body will cause a drop in your pH because they like to live in an acid environment. Where is the lowest level of vitality within Adiola's body? Okay, let's look in the digestive system. I could just go ahead and assume it's the digestive system, but I always want my pendulum to be 100% sure of where we need to work. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Where is the lowest level of vitality in the digestive system? Okay, and that is the descending colon. Now, what is causing low levels of vitality within Adiola's descending colon, please? Okay, this is looking around quite a bit. There we go. I think we got the answer. What is causing low levels of vitality within Adiola's descending colon? And there is a spasm within there. The colon is basically a big muscle as it pushes all the stuff down and around through it. Okay, release any and all spasm within the descending colon. And within Adiola's entire body, lift and delete all shamanic spells, all shamanic spells. Okay, those are lifted. How are things feeling?
I felt a shift in the intestine. Kind of hard to describe.
Okay. Yeah, there's going to be movement. If the muscle is contracting and spasming, it might release it. You might feel a flutter or something like that.
Exactly.
How is the knee?
Knee is feeling good. Thank you so much.
Let's do you one favor here. Soul True within Soul True within Adiola. Soul True. So this again is bringing in the true love and light outside of this time matrix. There you go. Now you can use that energy to work on your clients with. If you always intend to bring in the true love and light outside of this time matrix, things are a lot cleaner and you'll notice a lot better results.
Good. That would be wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can also do things like take your client out of this time matrix, just move their energy outside of it. So it's like if you're working in a very cluttered and dirty office, if you move into a cleaner office, it's a lot easier to work on somebody. So just when you take the client and their energy out of this reptilian time matrix, it just opens the door so wide so you can actually see the problem and get rid of it.
Yes. Okay. I understand. Thank you so much.
Have yourself a wonderful day.
Well, that was quick and easy. So are you ready for our next one?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, so now we are bringing Daniel, and Daniel is calling from Winston-Salem in North Carolina.
Hi, Daniel. How are you doing today?
Hi, how are you?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What can I do for you today?
I've just been having really bad allergies this spring. I have a really runny nose, and then itchy eyes as well.
Okay. And this spring is worse than it's ever been? Have you had allergies in the past?
Kind of, but never to this extent.
Okay. Let's have a look. What problem do we need to work on within Daniel, please? And the problem is from again, parasites within his sinuses. Those darn parasites. What parasite is within Daniel's sinuses, please? What is a parasite? Do you have any issues breathing at all?
Sometimes in the morning, but never that bad.
How about stamina? Throughout the day, do you feel tired that you need to have a rest?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to remove hookworm from your sinuses. We're also going to remove hookworm from your heart and lungs. Here we go. Within Daniel's sinuses, mobilize all hookworm. Entire sinus cavity. Mobilize all hookworm, please. Okay, so that is gone. Remove hookworm from the lacrimal ducts, lacrimal glands, tear ducts, and eyes. Completely remove all hookworm. Very nice. Do you feel a tingle or some kind of energy moving at all?
Yeah, a little bit, especially in my eyes.
Very good. Okay, good. Now we're gonna hit the heart and lungs. In the heart, mobilize all hookworm within the heart. Okay, so the heart is cleared. Mobilize all hookworm within the lungs, please. All right, Daniel, I want you to take a big, deep breath and tell me if it feels a little clearer.
Yeah, it does.
Most of the time, whenever somebody has an issue where you feel it's a lung issue, it's going to be a heart issue. 9 times out of 10, somebody comes to me and they say that they've got, allergies in their lungs and they always feel tired, they can't get enough oxygen. It's a problem in the heart, and parasites are something that is very, very common that hits the heart. And we all know that if you have a dog, you get a pill for heartworm within a dog. Well, why can't a human have a worm within their heart? When I do remove the parasites, it does make a huge difference. And most cardiovascular disease, especially within the heart, is going to be a parasite problem. As I said before, the medical community just isn't quite up to speed on looking for parasites. Now, I do live blood analysis in my clinic. People come in, we have a look in their blood, and you can see parasites. There's no denying that it is a worm parasite or a single-celled parasites. Medical community does not validate doing live blood analysis because we don't feel it's very accurate. But what kind of concerns me is how come someone like me who does not have a medical degree or background can find these problems and the medical community cannot find them. So if somebody out there is in the medical community and they want to chime in, speak up on it, you're more than welcome to. I'd love to have a conversation. But that is what I generally find is heart problem, parasite problem, and or calcium buildup and sodium buildup is generally going to be the issue. How does your sinuses feel now, Daniel?
A bit clearer, thank you.
Take a big deep breath through your nose and see if it feels better.
No, yeah, it does.
Very nice. When you have a parasite within you and there's a specific pollen or a mold or something that's in the air and you breathe it in, it's going to activate the parasite. It's going to cause them to perk up and start making movement. And then this is going to create body's immune system to fire up, sending white blood cells, creating mucus, and then it just creates a chain reaction of things going on. So your body's trying to fight it, but it's having a hard time because the parasites keep on manifesting themselves. Let's find out quickly what was causing the parasites, all right? What is the reason for the parasites within Daniel's sinuses and respiratory pulmonary system? And the reason for parasites was okay, so there was a shamanic spell. Okay. Lift and delete any and all shamanic spells within Daniel's soul and his entire virtual self. Shamanic spells are now lifted within Daniel. Soul true, please. Soul true. Very nice. How's that feeling?
I felt like a little tingle.
Very nice. If this problem goes away completely, fantastic. If not, I would suggest to do a good parasite cleanse. Diatomaceous earth works very well. There's a product that I like. It's called Dr. Christopher's Parasite Syrup. It's got a lot of herbal components in it that do very well for parasites. So you can find anything at your health food store that will help. If you want to research my work and go onto my website, feel free and book an appointment, and we can go further with this.
Okay. Thank you. I'll make sure to do that.
You're so welcome. Have yourself a wonderful day.
So, Chris, again, thank you so much for being again here with us. Of course, we're going to have you back for another of these Chris Kehler Energy Healing shows. And I wish you a very nice rest of the week. Again, thank you for helping us, helping all the people, all the beautiful women, and Daniel that was here with us.